Hello, today we're going to talk about something that is really hard for a lot of us. I'm not going to talk about addiction here. That deserves its own serious path. Serious in the sense of focused, not lacking a sense of humor. Humor is one of the most powerful ways to heal. But I'm going to talk about simple habitual patterns. We all have them, whether it's eating bad food while standing up, or picking our zits, or if you read Reddit, you'll be well aware that many of us deal with masturbating constantly, all day long, every day, and not wanting to. Weight gain, weight loss, weird diet things, habitual patterns of aggression, reacting with frustration, being messy, having a messy desk. Try right now for yourself to think of a couple of habitual patterns you've had with you for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years that you would love to let go of. So from a Buddhist point of view, the way many of us try to let go of our habitual patterns and move past them is willpower. I will not eat bad food for 10 days. But then we wind up eating ice cream or what have you. That's why many people enjoy the gluten-free diet as a way to lose weight, not because they need it, but because they want to lose weight, or Atkins or paleo, because it gives them a concrete way to eat and to move past the diet that they've been frustrated with for a long time. So the Buddhist point of view would be less about willpower or creating a new fake sort of system that you can live within. Is more, surprise, surprise, about meditating. So meditation isn't just being spiritual and sitting with your hands on your knees and wearing flowy Lululemon stuff and a shawl. It's really much more about training our mind. So as the Sakyong, my teacher, says, we can use our mind, we can ride our mind like a horse, or we can be used by it. All of us, including myself, of course, have had the experience of literally being led by our mind into a whole new adventure or a whole new physical place. Like sometimes I'll be meditating even, which is comical, and without feeling like I'm done meditating, I will suddenly be in another room, like the bathroom, like drinking water and brushing my teeth. And I often meditate when I wake up, and suddenly I'm doing something and puttering around in some room instead of meditating. I'd never even made that decision consciously. So I was literally led there by my mind. So in meditation, we just see what's going on. We acknowledge it without judgment, positive or negative, and we just return our attention, say, to the breath in shamatha meditation. And I have videos on that. If you search meditation in the youtube.com/Waylon H. Lewis channel, you'll find a fair amount of meditation instruction. You could also search meditation instruction. So the way we can move past a habitual pattern, say, of overeating or not eating enough, or picking at our zits, again, if it's a serious problem that's affecting our life, our livelihood, our health, please consult professional help. But if it's like all of us, a problem that we can cope with, however badly, however poorly, maybe this is helpful. So instead of just exerting willpower, I will not check my phone constantly 80 times a day. The average American checks their phone something like 115 times a day, a little bit more than we need. So if you figure, you're checking the time, say 20 times a day, and you're checking texts, say 20 times a day, and you're doing some other stuff, maybe we could try and reduce that down to, say, 50 or 60 times a day that you're looking at your phone. But again, you do it without sort of this rigid sense of discipline, or that I'm a bad person for doing whatever. So the way that we can do this is, number one, through meditation. Try and meditate 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, more if you need it, more if you want it. Do it with a good posture. Watch one of the videos. Place your attention on the breath in and out. If you find yourself distracted by a thought, which you will, just say, thinking silently to yourself, and come back. Bring your attention back to the breath and ride the breath in and out. dedicate your practice to the benefit of others. And that's the simple, short version. But a concrete way, Buddhists would say post-meditation way, is here's one beautiful thing. So habitual patterns at in their fundamental nature, give us a small view of our lives. We're picking our zits or whatever it is, and we're caught up in our thoughts while we're doing it. And instead of looking at the beautiful clouds and sun coming over the mountains or wherever we are, we're in our little world. Say we're texting and walking instead of looking at the trees and looking at the people. So we get this small view and we get obsessed and we actually begin to believe our thoughts are solid, which is the opposite of meditation. It's like engaging in habitual patterns is almost unmeditation practice. You're doing the opposite. You're making your thoughts more serious and more solid and smaller and uckier. So instead, maybe if you are connecting with this, you can practice for, say, 1 day or 1 week. Take a bite-sized chunk and do it with a sense of adventure, not diet, not trying to be hard on yourself. And try for 1 week, never walking, never multitasking with your phone. So if you're doing one thing, you're stopping, you're sitting, and you're Instagramming or texting, that's fine. But if you're doing it while drinking coffee or while smoking or while talking or while walking, try and let go of that and just be fully present. Enjoy looking, really get into looking at the mountains, look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the person, listen to the person you're talking with, and just do one thing. So let's try not multitasking with our phone for 1 week. Certainly not driving and texting or calling, hopefully. And then another one, frequent one that Lindsay mentioned, Lindsay's behind the camera here, is fidgeting. This is an even simpler one. So if you find yourself, like people fidget with their tongue, people fidget with their hands, people fidget with their knees bopping up and down constantly. Whatever fidget you find, just relax it. You don't have to say, oh, I'm bad for fidgeting. Oh, I need to not fidget. Just stop shaking your knee up and down. Stop scratching, yourself constantly. I'm always playing with my beard when I have a beard. Can't blame me, really. It's so weird. It's a fun thing. Just let go of that. So those two things, the phone and fidgeting, begin to build and train our mind with an ability to let go and relax with habitual patterns whenever they come up. So they're not just about texting bad, fidgeting bad. It's really you're using those two things as a way to wake up your entire life so that you can get outside of what Trungpa Rinpoche talks about in Shambhala, the book Shambhala, as the cocoon, this tight, cramped, smelly, stale little space, and we can open the window and enjoy life fully and be of benefit. Thank you.